Hello, family. I'm going to read a story about Grandma Chris's dad. His name is Alfred Swenson, and this is his story. Okay, let me make this bigger. Hello, my name is Arthur Alfred Swenson. Everybody called me by my middle name, Alfred. This is a picture of me as a young man. My parents, Nils and Hannah Swenson, joined the Church of Jesus Christ in Sweden in 1892 and came to Zion in Utah in 1896. That's where I was born. So this is Alfred right here. And this is his mother, Hannah, and his father, Nils. And this is his sister, whose also name is Hannah. I'm amazed I know that. Snuggled in the shadows of majestic Mount Timpanogos lies the friendly town of Pleasant Grove, Utah. And who else lives in Pleasant Grove? We know. I was born 27 June 1901. My older sister Hannah was born in Sweden and came to Utah when she was 2 years old. My older brother Albert was born in Pleasant Grove too, but died when he was a year old. I never got to know him. Our family's time was short. I was 32 when I lost my father, 34 when my sister died, and 37 when my mother passed away, leaving me the sole survivor. Wow, I did not know that. I was so excited when my sister Hannah gave me a violin for Christmas when I was 11. What a great gift. I had learned to read music and was able to figure out the fingering in the first position on the violin. As a result, I played Mama's Waltz at the next PTA meeting. I was able to take violin lessons for the next 5 years. During this time, I played violin in the high school orchestra and drums, alto horn, and saxophone in the band. Wow, I had a great time. I even played a solo at my high school graduation. Wow, I didn't realize he also, besides playing the violin, and guess who has that violin? Guess, Aunt Wendy. Well, or Wendy. But alto horn and saxophone, that's pretty good. When I was a senior in high school, I met Vida Leon Fugel. So this is my grandmother and Grandma Chris's mom. Okay, Vida, that's her name. Vida Leon Fugel, who became my future wonderful companion. After marriage, I decided to further my music education and was accepted to the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston, Massachusetts, which is where I live, right? And I know where the Conservatory of Music is. We left 8 September 1926. I never know how to say that. Maybe I'll just say September 8th, 1926, in a 1924 Chevrolet. Look at this old Chevy right there. That is pretty cool. Which, with a few coaxings and urgings, helped us to get to Watertown, Massachusetts, which I lived in for like a month or two. 17 days later, this was our honeymoon. Wow, what a honeymoon to drive across the country like that. But I didn't realize they lived in Watertown. After my schooling, I taught band, orchestra, and vocals in Springville High School, as well as supervising music in all the grade schools during 1930 through 1931. The next year, we moved to Provo and to Dixon Junior High, where I taught band, orchestra, boys choir, girls choir, and general music for 27 years. I also taught English and shop when needed. I was then transferred to the new Central Junior High, where I established the music department. Teaching orchestra, boys choir, and girls choir for 6 years. My last year, I taught at Farrell Junior High. During my teaching career, I produced many operettas, cantatas, and concerts. I retired June 1964, having taught for 34 years. So there's the Springfield High School, Dixon Junior High, and Central Junior High. But wow, he was quite the musician, wasn't he? And teacher. All right, let's look at this. We also had 4 wonderful children. Mary Rosalie, so that's grandma right there, Grandma Chris. Arlene, that's her sister. And I know that grandma always got upset because Arlene was taller than she was. But that's how I feel with Julie. She was taller than I was. So this could have been Julie and this could have been me. But it's Grandma Chris and her sister Arlene. And then Uncle Ron, which is here. And Uncle Ron is still alive. And Uncle Gordon, who is also still alive. We loved our family and spent many wonderful hours working and playing together. I loved to serve and was able to work in the Provo Temple for many years. May you always love and serve others. He was such a good man. So this is Grandpa Swenson right there, and that's Grandma Swenson. So this is Grandma Chris, this is her dad, and this is her mom. He was such a nice man. I remember when he was alive, he was the gentlest man, gentlest guy ever. So nice. And okay, that is the end of the story. That was pretty easy. All right, so remember everything that I talked about. I'll just go over the pictures one more time. So that's Arthur Alfred Swenson. There he is with his dad, Nils, his mom, his dad, Nils, his mom, Hannah, and there's Alfred, and then there's his sister, Hannah. You can remember his sister's name because it's just like his mom's name. He played the violin, and then he also played the alto horn and saxophone in the band. And where did he grow up? Pleasant Grove, Utah, just like Aunt Julie and Uncle Monty and Matt and James and Jesse and Michael and Max and David. Okay, that's the end of that, and I will see you on the next video.